Okie doke. I wanted to give my review on the Orange Theory Fitness. I know I said on my Facebook that I'd give it to you later, and it is later because I could not do it right then. I was too tired. Even after the class, like she was trying to explain, the lady there, Mary, I think, she was trying to explain to me about the memberships, and I was just like, I can't focus. Like, I can't breathe. So I really don't care what you're saying to me right now. But I loved it. I think I found it on Facebook. I have to have found it on Facebook. I have no idea how else I would have heard about it. But I saw that there was one in Hendersonville, which is not too far from me. And then I saw that there was one in Franklin. I'm getting ready to start a job tomorrow. And I'm a morning person workout. I don't like to work out in the afternoons because I can think of 5,000 reasons not to do it. And I get too tired. And when I'm done from work, I'm done. I ain't doing nothing else. So I wanted to find a place where I could go in the morning. And there's one in Franklin, and it's really close to my new job. So I called and to get because you could do one free pass, one free workout. And so I called to get that set up. And I had concerns. I'm a big girl, and I'm just like, am I going to be able to do it? My first thing was like, after reading about it, like they set you up on a heart monitor. So it's like a strap that goes around your race under your waist, or higher actually than your waist. It's like right under your boobs. And like my first thought is like, is this thing going to fit? Like, is there going to be one that's big enough for me to fit? Cause I am a big girl. So that was my first thought. And so when I called her, I'm just like, okay, let me lay this out here. I'm a bigger girl. Like, I can't be doing all these things that everybody else is doing. Because of course I'm a researcher. So the minute I saw it on Facebook, I'm like, what's all this about? So, there's like a base, push, and all out. And it said the base was like, 4 to 4.5 miles per hour. That's what they want you to start out with. And it's like you're on the treadmill, and it showed that like the cardio session was going to be like 26 minutes or 27 minutes maybe. And I'm like, big girl can't be going 4 to 4.5 miles an hour for 27 minutes. Ain't no way. So I'm just like, I might not even be able to do this. So I called, and I can't remember who I talked to at first. I think it was Sam. And I called the one in Hendersonville. And I told her, I was just like, I'm a bigger girl. I see that your base is 4 to 4.5 miles per hour, and I can't do that. Like, are they going to say, well, you can't do this class, or do they, tone it down for us big girls? Or people who, you may be little and you still can't walk quick, or jog or whatever. I was like, how are we going to do this? And she just like totally assured me. She's like, that's just like the base. That's what, maybe average folks do it, but I'm not average. She said, but, don't worry, everyone is so great, you're going to be fine. So she totally, made my mind and heart at ease. I mean, I was still scared to death. But so I set it up for, I think the next day. I probably should have set it up for that day. I might have actually chickened out. I do chicken out at things. So she set it up the next day or no, maybe she did it that day. I can't remember. Anyway, it was at 4:00, and you had to be there 30 minutes early, and they wanted you to go over everything. Like, they wanted to set your heart rate monitor up, make sure it was working, because when you get into the class, everything is up on a board. Like, it's TVs and it's monitors, and it has like what your heart rate is, and that's what Orange Theory is about. It's based on your heart rate. There's 5 different levels. It's like, I think there's a gray level, which is the first level, which that's like you're not doing anything, just sitting there. The blue is you're just kind of warming up. The next one is green, and that means like you're going, you're working really hard. And then the orange, that's what they want you to be in. That's the Orange Theory Fitness. The orange is if you are in the orange, like according to your heart rate. If you're there for 12 to 20 minutes, I think, or that's what they say, 12 to 20 minutes, that you end up being in epic. And I wish I would have looked that up to tell you what that means, but that basically means like afterburn. You get to burn calories like even after you're done. While I'm just sitting here on the couch, I'm still burning calories. So that's your goal. So they got me all, set up, on the heart rate monitor, put it around. And then the guy there that day was Ryan, he was super nice, very excited, excited about me being there. a little too excited, actually. I was just like, I'm not looking forward to this. And he was just like, yes, it's so great. No, I wasn't excited. I was like, let's just get this on, see if I don't die and I can breathe afterwards. He walked me through, like, everyone was still kind of like showing up, but like he went in there, just me and him. And he showed the, like all the treadmills. I don't know how many treadmills there are, maybe like 15. Maybe 15 treadmills. And, I explained to him again, I was just like, okay, now I know that your base thing is like 4 to 4.5, or 4 miles an hour to 4.5. I'm like, I ain't doing it. And he said, you don't have to worry about it. They totally put me at ease, and said, you do what you can do. We just kind of started out walking, just to, test out the treadmill to show, where the buttons are, blah, blah, blah. And, he set me at 3 miles an hour and he's like, how's this feel? And I'm like, okay, it feels good. And he's like, I want you constantly to never go below 3 miles an hour, and I think 3% incline. I was like, okay, I can do this. And he's like, that will be your base. So no matter what we're doing, and if I say go back to base, he's like, go back to that. So I was like, okay. So he, we did that, and then he showed me the rowers, which I've rowed before. Road. Sorry. I'm like, no, that don't sound right. I've rowed before, but this has water in it. It's not like your like normal like pulley thingies. It like has water. So, he set me up, put my feet on it, and just, kind of showed me how to work the thing, whatever. So I was like, okay, I can do this. This won't be hard at all. And then over on the other side is the weight room. And they call it the strength training, whatever, and where you do whatever he says to do, which I love weights. I love lifting weights. So like, I'm not scared of weights, but there's a lot more things over there than weights that did scare me a little bit. But anyway, so we get started. I make sure that my name is on the thing so I can watch it. And you're really watching that the whole time. There was a lot of skinny chicks there. And when they walked in, I was like, oh Lord, this is just going to be lovely. I don't think I ever saw him again. And it wasn't because the room was so big. It was that I was concentrating on my breathing. I'm like, Lord, please just get me through this. Like, I don't think I talked to anybody. I don't think I looked at anybody. Ryan is just like running around, like being like, strength people do this, rowers do this, treadmill people, do this. And, I think I did start out on the rowers. And, I thought I didn't think my legs would hurt rowing. Yeah, they do. My arms didn't even hurt rowing, and I may have been doing it wrong, but it was my calves and my shins, were on, the whole bottom bar of my leg was on fire. I was like, oh, I want to stop this. I honestly don't know how long we did them. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe. And it was intervals. He'd be like, go slower, then all out. You'd have so many meters to row until it was time to rest or whatever. So then I did that, and then went to the treadmill, and I was like, okay, I can do this, just as long as I can breathe. So, they start out at the base, and that was a 3 miles per hour, 3% incline. And then you're doing that, I don't know how long, three minutes maybe, to kind of get you warmed up on the treadmill. And then he's like, okay, we're going to push, and he's hollering in this microphone, and the music is so loud, which is great just because it kind of gets you pumped up, whatever. And then, so, he does push, and he always wanted me to stay at the 3, thank God. And so he said what he wanted me to do was to mess with my incline. My incline was going to be my, thing that I moved up. So I think push was 6 to 8% incline, which I'm huffing and puffing there at the 6 or 8%. And I think at one time I tried to put my hand on the treadmill, and he's like, hands off the treadmill. I'm like, screw you. Anyway, I did slip my hand when he wasn't watching. He may have saw me, but he didn't say anything. So, then we're doing that, and then we go back to base, and I'm like, okay, I can breathe. And the whole time you're watching up there on the board to see if you're in the orange, because of course that's your goal, is to get into the orange. So, that's why you're not focused on anybody else. You're like, okay, then I need to, bump it up or do something, because I don't want to be in the green. I want to be in the orange. So we do that. Then we go back to base, of course. Then he's like all out, and all out was, he wanted me, I think, to be 15%. I don't know if it's 12% or above. I just did 15%. I put my dang hands on the treadmill. I was about to tip over. But it was hard. It was so hard. But if at any time I needed to stop, I could have stopped. If any time that I could have slowed down, I could have slowed down. He's not screaming, you have to do this. I mean, you're there for yourself. And the cool thing is you don't even realize, when I'm at the gym, I mostly lift weights when I do go. Cause I'm not don't put me down for cardio. Do not put me down for cardio. Well, this is like 27 minutes of cardio and like, you can't escape. I mean, yeah, you can go slower if you want to, but you're watching the monitor the whole time because you're like, oh no, I'm not working hard enough. I'm going down to the green, and green's good. Like, you do like green, but you want that orange. Like, that's what you're aiming for, was orange. So it's like, you push yourself, all by yourself because you're just like, I want to get in that orange. And so we did that for 26 or 27 minutes. And when we got done with that, like, I did think I was going to die. I'm like, and then he's like, rowers go to the treadmill go to the strength training. And I thought, oh man, this is going to be easy. Now I can just like lift weights, whatever. It was not easy. Because it is all intervals, which I love. I hate intervals, but I love knowing what it does because I know, HIIT is the best thing for you. So went over and did the strength training, and of course, I can't even remember what we did the first day. I don't know. It was just like, 1 minute of how many you can do of this. Oh, dang it. I know, like, it was bicep curls. Then, like, you start out with a 3-minute plank, and he's like, if you do your 3-minute plank and you stop in the middle of it, you start over. 1, I can't do a normal plank. 2, even doing one on my elbows and or like my forearms and my knees, like, it's still a struggle. And because I'm so big, like, I'm off the ground. It don't look like I'm off the ground because my belly's hanging. I remember one time, one of my trainers, Cree, was like, Mandy, get your hips up. I'm like, they are up. They're up. You just can't tell. So we had to do the 3-minute plank to start off with. And then I know there's like bicep curls, bicep something on the TRX, those little, those TRX pulley thingies. So you use like all your body weight, you put your arms out straight, and then you like whatever, lift up. Which I love those TRX things. They're hard. I love them. And then something else, I can't remember. So you're doing that like the whole time, like the other, I don't know if it's like 15 minutes or something again. But it was hard, but I did it. Now I couldn't breathe when I was done. I wanted to die. I sat in the parking lot, and I'm not kidding you, for 45 minutes, just sitting there. Like, I couldn't even process my own thoughts. Like, I was just like, I'm dead, but I did it. And I'm a bigger girl. I'm not just like your plus size girl. Like, I'm a big girl. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. It is a bit expensive if you want to do the unlimited. It's $159 a month, which I know it's like, oh my gosh, I can't afford it. And, cut out some stuff. It's cheaper than hiring a trainer. It's an hour class. Everyone was so, nice. No, I didn't talk to anybody while I was there. Like actually working out in class, but like before, like they're like, Mandy's here for her first class, everybody make her welcome, everyone clap, whatever. And then like afterwards, like everyone's like, Mandy, you did such a great job. Ryan was just like, and the whole time the trainer comes in and checks on everybody. Like, I think there's maybe 30 people in the class. But he is in your face all the time. And he's just like cheering you on. You're doing awesome. You're doing great, whatever. And even like when I checked in on Facebook, like while I was sitting in the parking lot, trying to breathe and do my puffer, they had already put on my, my Facebook, like, Mandy, you did such an awesome job. Like, they're so encouraging. So it was just a great atmosphere. I hated it. I hated every minute of it, but I did it and I loved it. And I love how it's pushing me. Oh, and then they email you after class, like your stats. So it tells you like how long you're in the blue, how long you're in the green, how long you're in the orange. And then there's red. I didn't say red because red is like you're about to die. Red is the last zone or level or whatever they call it. And I think the first day I was in it 1 minute. The second time I went, I was in there 2 minutes. But if you're in the red, just like, that meant like those 2 minutes or that 1 minute, like I was fixing to keel over, die. But it lets you know like what your average heart rate was, what your highest time of your heart rate was. And I just love like information and stats, and like I love numbers and just I love all that stuff. So I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So yeah, it went great. I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And don't be scared because you're too big or you think you're going to die. I mean, go ahead and be scared and think you're going to die, and you might, but you might not. And so I'm going to keep going. I went a second time yesterday. Was it? Yeah, Sunday. I went at 7, like before church. And I loved it. Now I did, they put me on the rowers first, but we weren't on the rowers very long at all, like at all. And then he went to strength training and we did a lot of step ups. Like, I'm weak in my legs. Like, sometimes I think I have strong legs. I don't have strong legs. Doing so many step ups and squats, and like step ups are hard. Like, the first 2 or 3, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. Like after that, I'm done. And it was like, I think you had to do, like, there was 3 different things. You had to do 8 sets of step ups on each leg. Then these squat jumps, and then something on the TRX thing. And then, the next set you did 10 of, the step ups, 10 of the TRX, 10 of the squats. And so by the time we got done doing that, like my legs were done, like done. And then I had to get on the treadmill. I thought, like, I was like, I wonder if I could say like there was an emergency that my phone rang, but my phone wasn't in there. So I couldn't lie and say I had an emergency that my phone rang. So it was hard, but I got through it, and it was Ryan again. Now my next time I will go to the Franklin. I want to go to like the 5 a.m. classes because, again, like I don't work out in the afternoon. And although I'm a little scared because cardio puts me in a really bad mood. I'm not one of those girls that are like, or guys, whoever, who get this euphoria feeling of like, oh, well, great is, everything's great. And I just got this awesome workout. I'm mad. I'm so mad. Cardio, hate it. And it makes me mad. All the huffing and puffing and I can't breathe. I'm done. So I thought about going tomorrow at the 5 a.m. class, but it's my first day of my new job. I'm like, it's probably not a good idea for my first day for me to go in there in a really bad mood. Like, I need to give them like at least a week for them to know who I really am. And I get moody and like people annoy me. So I'm going to give them a week. So I don't know if I just need to go work out at Planet Fitness that week or this week, I guess. So I'm not in a bad mood. But maybe once I lose more weight, it won't put me in as bad as a mood. But I don't think so, because even when I was smaller and I was working out, I was still in a bad mood when I did cardio. So I'm going to at least give it a week. So I might have to go after class. Or, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I love it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Sign up. Find one by you. I know that they're a pretty popular thing. Like, I was looking at home because I'm from Missouri, and I only seen one, and that was in Leawood, I think, or Overland Park. But I know there'll be more to come. And it's just a great atmosphere. Like, I loved it, and I love the stats at the end, and I love being pushed. I mean, I don't like it, but I know I won't push myself like I want to be. And I know the results are going to be amazing if I can get my eating under control. Lord Jesus, help me, help me. He will, he will. There's Bluebell here in Nashville. There's just lots of bad things. But Lord's going to help me. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys about it. Don't be too intimidated, because like, I know, like, if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm a baby. I mean, I love hardcore workouts, but like, I truly am a baby, and like, I die afterwards, but I'm gonna die looking fine. So anyway, sign up, try one, see what you think. I loved the one in Hendersonville, and I'm excited to try the one in Franklin. So just want to let you know, it's worth the money. It's an hour and you're done. I like that. And you get your cardio and your strength training in, and it's HIIT. Like, I love HIIT. It's the best workout ever. So anyway, that's my review. Go visit them. You won't regret it. I mean, you might, like, after the class, like, you want to die and regret it, but you won't eventually regret it. So everybody go try it. Bye.